Okay, continuing on. This is more of McKinley Road. This is another gate here. And you do see a lot of nice houses in this area. On the left, I'm not exactly sure what that is, and if I'm even going to pronounce this correctly. But the sign, I believe it says Samra, and it looks like Arabic script, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really tell what that building is, if it's just somebody's home or if it's some sort of religious building. But definitely tell it has some very tall gates, a very tall gate. Okay, on the right is it's like another house. Nice gate. I like the design of this gate. It looks pretty nice. And it looks like here you need to press that button, presumably to security, to be able to get in, buzz them in. Okay, I definitely like all the trees and foliage. I think that looks nice. And on my right here, some stone lions. And I think they look pretty good. So besides looking good, I guess they kind of a way to show off that people who live in here are pretty wealthy. And actually this wall goes all the way to the start of the next street, or to the next street, and you'll be able to see another pair of stone lions. Okay, so here's the other pair of stone lions. And I definitely like the design of this gate. Looks like it's painted that color, but nevertheless it still looks nice. And this here looks like a buzzer. Okay, so walking up, you can see there's a man on a motorcycle. It's for Pizza Hut. So a lot of delivery people ride motorcycles. That way, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's a sign that says Manila Golf. So that would be a place to play golf that way. And this road is called Flame Tree. It's an interesting name. Okay, so now some more houses. I would probably call these mansions. And this gate is pretty tall. And this here, it says the residence of the ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And there you can see the flag of Iran up there. So presumably the Iranian ambassador lives here, and it's definitely a nice house. Mansion, I guess it's a better word. Okay, coming up on the right, this is the Manila Polo Club, and I mentioned about this before. So it says private members only, and it's got the sign of a horse, a horseshoe, and polo stuff. And it definitely looks very nice, in my opinion. Okay, still a little bit more to go before we get to Bonifacio Global City. But anyway, this is a nice area. One thing I've noticed also is that the air here is much easier to breathe. Parts of Manila, the pollution is really bad and often quite noticeable. Some more houses on the left. And maybe I'll be able to see a little bit of this house here. Looks like they're renovating. Okay, I like the design of that house in there, that mansion. Looks pretty nice to me. So I think now you can actually see parts of Bonifacio Global City, although the trees are blocking a bit of it. So yet another house on my right. The gate. Okay, so you can see a lot of skyscrapers that way. And those are part of the Bonifacio Global City. And here's a gate. Looks like to another neighborhood, and there's a security guard guarding the gate. And I've walked past this mansion a few times. Looks like people who live here are fairly religious because they have a lot of those sort of artwork pieces. Here's yet another security guard and yet another gate. Okay, so now we've got a much better view of the skyscrapers, but we're still not there yet. We're getting closer. On the right, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe somebody's garden. Or just an area that someone just has decided not to develop. Okay. And here's more of the religious iconography, as I mentioned. Okay, so on the left, we're still not there yet, but getting very close. Those are buildings of Bonifacio Global City. Here's yet another gate. And the house, nice house in there. Okay, so I can already see the traffic light. So we're almost there, Bonifacio Global City. Okay, so the next intersection is basically where Bonifacio Global City is. So you can see there's a tall gate here. Some signs for a church. Okay, and this road here has yet more guards. So this says Forbes Park. So more guards here. And just a bit more to go to the next traffic light, and then you should be able to see the traffic light now. So the next road, the intersection is 5th Avenue. And 5th Avenue is where a lot of nice financial buildings are. Okay, so I'd say that we're basically in Bonifacio Global City, or at least right on the border. Okay, so now we can see a sign that says Bonifacio Global City. And I'll end the video by taking you next to that sign over there. It's quite artistic there. So, anyway, on the left, quite a bunch of financial buildings. The Philippine Stock Exchange is down that way. There's a building for a bank. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is Bonifacio Global City. There's the sign for that. And now I'm gonna cross the road, and I'll end the video next to that sign. Okay, so this here is I think very cute. It says BGC, it stands for Bonifacio Global City. And I do like that it has looks like rainforest animals or jungle animals. This here is a mural for ASEAN. And if you don't know, ASEAN is kind of like a Eurozone, but for Southeast Asian countries. We've got Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and I think a whole bunch of others that are part of ASEAN. And this sign here, Taguig, I guess that's the district that we're in. So Bonifacio Global City is part of that. Okay, so as a recap for this video, I took you from Ayala in Manila. Ayala is a financial district, which used to be the place of the location of the Philippine Stock Exchange. And I just walked you all the way here to Bonifacio Global City, and you saw along the way a bunch of nice malls, nice stores, and we went along McKinley Avenue, and that had some really nice houses and mansions, and we ended here in Bonifacio Global City, And I've made another video which I'll link to, which does a tour of this area at Bonifacio Global City. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and feel free to leave a comment. Thank you.